So this is part 2 if you are on a twin flame journey, if you are on a soulmate journey, or if you have a relationship, as I said, a very spiritual type of connection. This is your channel message. Of course, use your discernment, take what resonates and leave the rest. So if you have listened to part 1, I was saying when it got so actually, as I said, it's your message for your masculine. So if you are a man, it's actually more for you than it is for her, even though I am kind of channeling both actually. So it's, anyways, like the intent is she wanted to express how she feels, but I am also channeling as I am speaking. I am also channeling how he feels, even though he is not able to tell you and express this to you. So, hold on. I don't know what it is. For some reason, I feel better if I speak with a lip gloss on. This is one of my favorite lip gloss actually ever. It's the Lancome Juicy Tubes in the shade Miracle. And actually I am hearing he's saying, actually you are kind of a miracle to me because you showed up at a point of my life and basically it was like this enlightenment, this light that you are. And yeah, I am not able to express how I feel because I always struggled with my emotion. I should be able to work on it. Anyways, so the message was, she was expressing and she was saying, I feel, and I know it's not I feel, I know that these last 2 years you have been chased for the wrong reasons, but you have been used for the wrong reasons, and you kind of let this happen. Like, you are not stupid, so you knew it was for the wrong reasons, and you knew it was more for your status and what you can offer to these karmic situationships. And you were like, it's fine because even though I know they are not with me for me, meaning for who I am, again, what you can offer, kind of tested them and you were like, yeah, of course, it's not for me, it's for, you know, like the opportunities that they think they can take if they are with me, but you didn't really care because you were like, yeah, you are not going to take anything from me because this is not, it's never going to be a relationship because I know that you chased me for the wrong reasons and you are using me because you think you are going to get this and this if you are with me, but I am not going to let you be with me in this, like in the sense a real couple. And to be fair, you were kind of honest since the beginning and you were like, yeah, this is what I want. So basically you let this happen because even though you knew it was not for you, but for what you could offer eventually. The thing is, even though you were aware it was not for you, you let this happen. The situationship, the friends with benefits, was something that was a good deal for you, but it's not because the thing is, even though, so I am hearing it was, yeah, the sex was not like amazing, but it was not bad, but it's not even about the sex because it's not even about the sex was good or bad, it's you let this happen, knowing it was for the wrong reasons, knowing they were using you for whatever you could offer to them. And because you let this happen, you bring into your life low vibrational energy, because these are low vibrational people. These are karmic people. And the thing is, and it's not even, the thing is, you did have sex with those people, and the thing with sex is you are exchanging energies. You exchange energies with those karmic situationships. And now I believe this is what is I believe this is the issue that I have, is I am very high in terms of my frequency. So it's like I am feeling that you are still in this kind of low vibrational state because you let this happen, because you did have sex with this type of people and you knew it was for the wrong reason, but you didn't love yourself enough to be like, no, I am not even going to have sex, even though I know I am not stupid, it's not for me, and it's just because they think it's going to become a relationship, and they think or maybe they think they can lie to me, and I am not smart enough to spot this is not going to be ever a real relationship, at least not the one you are saying and telling yourself and prayed to God that this is what you want for your life. Like, you prayed God at some point and you asked God, the universe, whatever are your beliefs, you ask God for a very specific type of relationship, a very specific type of woman, and you always knew that these situationships were not there is no way one of those women could ever act or pretend it's actually because they do like you, like in the sense you want to be liked, and it's not you want to be liked, it's you want to be loved. Still, because you let this happen, I believe it is why she has, bear with, it's one thing that I don't think a lot of people are doing, because I know you have the psychic with the cards. I don't do tarot, and maybe at some point I will use a different type of cards, but I don't need this. My specialty, and I am just making a little PSA, if you will, on this message, I am able to channel from other people, meaning it's like a sponge, if you will, so I can channel how he feels, and I can channel, initially I am channeling her message. So if you are, I believe it's a small collective, but if you are, as I said, on a twin flame journey, on a soulmate journey, or if you have a very specific, deep spiritual connection bond with someone at the moment, this might resonate, and take only what you deep down and your gut knows if it's for you. If it's not for you, don't make it fit. This is what I am able to do, either to channel from the source a message for the collective, or to channel from him. In this instance, it's her initially, but I am also channeling. It's you believe you get my point. Point is, when you are having sex, you are exchanging energies. This is why you have some men, you can feel, even though they are supposed to be high frequency because they are very wealthy and they are supposed to be educated in this sense. Unfortunately, money sometimes is making you lose it, I would say, when it comes to women. And some men think, I can just sleep with so many women because I can either pay them or, sure, if it's what you want to do. But the thing is, you are taking all of these woman energies, and most likely it's not healed energies, especially if they are gold diggers, and you get my point. So basically what she's saying is, because you let this happen, it's almost like you need to cleanse yourself from the karmic energies that you took. Spiritually speaking, obviously, even though you can do things like physically, you can do some things to, cleanse your body from, this exchange of energies. And I think you are very aware now that you didn't love yourself enough to be like, even though I don't want to be with someone because I don't seem to find what I want, so I'm just going to have fun and have sex and have some situationships, even though I am very aware that it's not for me and there is no real interest in here. You didn't love yourself enough to be like, no, even for this, I am not going to do it because I know it's not real. I know it's not for me. I know it's fake. So I know that you are aware of this, and you tried to heal this part of you, to actually be able to receive healthy love. Because if you want healthy love, and if you prayed God to receive this type of connection, then you have to work on yourself to be able to receive it, right? Actually, they were, these karmic situationships, they were able to use you in some ways, even though, again, you were not that stupid. So you didn't actually let this happen in the business sense, in the opportunities sense. But still it did happen, and I just wish for you that you know now that this is not what you are supposed to receive. This is not what you deserve. This is not how it works. It's either God has something in store for you, but I guess it's a part of the process, and it's a part of the journey to make some mistakes, so you can actually understand that, yeah, it was toxic. But it was toxic because you also let this happen, knowing it was not for the right reasons, justifying this, oh, but I just need some fun and I just need some sex. No, you don't need this, actually, if it's not for the right reasons, and now you know this. So yeah, I hope maybe you are still healing this part of yourself. And I hope you know that you don't need to let someone in this way, in the sexual sense. If you know this person is an opportunist, clearly, and has motives and potentially a hidden agenda, because there is an interest. And if there is an interest, then it's not real, and it's not worth it, and you know it. And you know it because it's not the way, like, some people are fine with it, but it's not the way you are seeing love, a love relationship, love in general. I am making this because it's obviously different for everyone. But for you, it's not, like, in the sense, for you, it's not like a game, and it's like you're very, very old school, and very, like, yeah, you do believe in, like, the Notebook type of love. You were just, yeah, it's not going to happen for me. I think you did learn your lesson in this sense. And yeah, as I said, I just want to be able to, let you the time and the space that you need to, figure out what you want. And also there is like something that you should ask yourself, why is it so important what people are going to think? Your family, your friends, why is it that somehow you are convinced that you need their validation? If they are not saying, oh, you should go for it, then somehow you are like, yeah, I don't think I am going to go for it. Like, where it's not even about me, it's about you. Where does this come from? Why are you even thinking to what people are going to think? Because like, it's not like you are going to date those people, so I get it, it's your friends, but then at the end of the day, you are not going to sleep with your friends, you are not going to build a life with your friends. So, and also, so yeah, I think you also need the space and the time to ask yourself, why is it that you care this much about what people are going to think? And voilà.